Jays update, breaking news intro. What looked like a routine win quickly turned into another heart-stopping finish, and it may have just forced a major change inside the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen. A new hero emerged, a struggling closer faltered again, and a statement decision from the manager could signal a turning point in Toronto's season. The Blue Jays came away with a gritty 4-2 victory in what can only be described as a roller coaster of a game. On paper, it's a simple win. In reality, it may go down as the night everything changed, especially in the ninth inning. The spotlight once again fell on Jeff Hoffman, and unfortunately for Toronto, the story followed a now familiar script. Holding a 4-1 lead late in the game, manager John Schneider made the call to send Hoffman out for the save opportunity. It was his second straight day in that role, and many were hoping this would be the outing where he settled in and re-established confidence. Instead, things quickly spiraled. Hoffman managed to get the first out, but then allowed a single to superstar Mike Trout. What followed raised immediate concern. He hit 2 consecutive batters, loading the bases and bringing the tying run dangerously close. The tension inside the stadium, and among fans watching, was palpable. At that moment, Schneider made a bold but necessary move. Hoffman was pulled mid-save. Enter Louis Varland. With the game hanging in the balance, Varland stepped onto the mound and delivered under immense pressure. Showing remarkable composure, he induced a game-ending double play, securing not only the victory but also his first career save. It was a defining moment, not just for the game but potentially for the Blue Jays' bullpen structure moving forward. This decision felt different. It wasn't just about escaping a jam, it was about accountability and adaptation. For weeks, Hoffman's outings have been a source of concern. While his raw stuff remains impressive, including one of the highest strikeout rates in the league, his inability to command pitches consistently has proven costly. His ERA has climbed, and too many of his appearances have turned comfortable leads into nail-biters. Fans and analysts alike have been vocal, and this game seemed to echo those frustrations. The idea of continuing with Hoffman as the closer is becoming increasingly difficult to justify, especially when another option is performing at such a high level. Varland, on the other hand, is quickly building a case that's impossible to ignore. Since joining the Blue Jays, he has been dominant, delivering over 12 scoreless innings and consistently shutting down opposing hitters. More importantly, he's showing the mentality required for high-leverage situations: calm, confident, and efficient. Even without prior closing experience, he looks every bit the part. The broader bullpen picture also supports a potential shift. With reliable arms available for setup roles, the team has the flexibility to redefine responsibilities. Moving Varland into the closer position would not only reward performance but also stabilize the most critical inning of the game. Beyond the bullpen drama, there was plenty to unpack from the game itself. Offensively, the Blue Jays faced early frustration despite hitting the ball hard. Their expected numbers suggested they deserved more, but results didn't come until a crucial 8th-inning surge. That rally proved decisive, as timely hits finally broke through and gave Toronto the cushion they needed. Veteran starter Patrick Corbin also deserves credit for his performance. Turning back the clock, he delivered a strong outing, holding the opposition in check and giving his team a chance to stay competitive. It's part of a growing trend, as the Blue Jays starting rotation has quietly been putting together consistent performances, often going deep enough into games to ease the burden on the bullpen. Meanwhile, the team is inching closer to full strength. Updates on Trayce Thompson indicate that while he's progressing physically, there are still performance-related concerns after a recent minor league appearance. His command issues suggest he may need more time before returning, but his recovery remains a positive sign for Toronto's depth moving forward. Roster decisions will soon become more complicated. With key players nearing returns, the Blue Jays will have to make tough calls about who stays and who goes. Contributions from role players in games like this only add to the complexity, as several individuals are making strong cases to remain on the roster. Still, the biggest takeaway from this game is impossible to ignore. The 9th inning, once assumed to belong to Hoffman, is now very much in question. The trust appears shaken, and the urgency to secure wins in a competitive season may force the team's hand. For now, the Blue Jays are riding a 3-game winning streak and building momentum at the right time. Confidence is growing, performances are improving, and the team is starting to look more complete. But if they want to sustain this success, clarity in high-leverage roles will be essential. And after this latest thriller, one message is ringing louder than ever. A new closer may have arrived in Toronto.